nothing can happen without assessments. So
Right.
first, what are assessments and when should our children receive them?
Assessments are done initially when our child becomes eligible for an IEP. For some kids, that might have been when they're, shortly before they turn 3 and they're transitioning from regional center to the school district for some services. For other kids, it might, be later on when you get an indication that there might be a need, whether a parent identifies it or not, or the school. That's what I meant by that. And then assessments after that should be done at a minimum every 3 years. There's a full assessment done every 3 years called a triennial, and they should look at all areas. And then you can also have assessments at any time that you think that there's a need, or a teacher thinks there's a need, or a therapist thinks there's a need. You can request that assessment.
And just in case there are some parents starting out who don't know what's out there, right? Like many of us, and even if you're not a new parent, you might know what's out there, but can you give us some examples of common assessments?
Sure. The most common assessments I would say are psychological, academic, speech and language, occupational therapy, and for children with behavior needs, there's a functional behavior assessment, or FBI. FBI. Oh my goodness. FBA. Did I just say FBI? Oh my gosh.
Sometimes you need the FBI to get you the FBA.
I can't believe I just said that. I think because I was also thinking about assistive technology could be in there, and I was thinking AT, so I was kind of thinking ahead. And then also some districts, especially in Northern California, have something called an SCIA, which is assessment to see if a child can benefit from a one-to-one, which we'll probably touch on later, but it's similar to an FBI, or a functional behavior assessment.
And I know we're showing some of the assessments here at the bottom of the screen, so we will not test you later on all of these acronyms, but you should learn them, if you want to know the secret handshake, which is really all about
right. And I'm
benefit your child.
Looking at the screen, I can see they also have VI, which is vision impairment, and DHH, which stands for deaf and hard of hearing. So I cover. Oh, and PT is physical therapy.